Nice people are everywhere. They smile. They agree. They avoid conflict. They say it's fine when it's not. And because of that, they're trusted. But psychology sees niceness very differently. Niceness is not always kindness. Often it's a survival strategy. Many nice people learned early that being agreeable kept them safe. That speaking up caused tension. That anger wasn't allowed. That saying no had consequences. So they adapted. They became pleasant, predictable, easy to like. But suppression doesn't disappear. It waits. When emotions aren't expressed, they don't dissolve. They turn inward or sideways. That's why many nice people don't explode loudly. They implode quietly. They hold resentment. They keep score. They remember everything. And instead of confrontation, they use indirect control, guilt, silence, withdrawal, passive aggression. This is where niceness becomes dangerous, because you never see it coming. Nice people rarely tell you what they want. They expect you to notice. And when you don't, they punish you internally or subtly. They say yes when they mean no, then resent you for taking them seriously. Over time, this creates a quiet power imbalance. You feel confused, slightly guilty, unsure what you did wrong. That's not accidental. Psychology calls this covert hostility. It develops when direct expression feels unsafe. But control still feels necessary. Many nice people believe anger makes them bad, so they disguise it. But hidden anger doesn't make someone moral. It makes them unpredictable. This is why some of the most emotionally manipulative people describe themselves as nice, not because they want harmony, but because they fear rejection. And fear makes people strategic. True kindness is honest. It has boundaries. It can disappoint. Niceness avoids discomfort at all costs, even if it costs truth. That's why genuinely healthy people sometimes feel harsh to nice people. Because clarity feels aggressive to someone who survived by appeasing. If this feels uncomfortable, that's the point. Because niceness isn't the opposite of cruelty. Authenticity is. And the moment someone can say no without guilt is the moment they stop needing control. And here's the part that most people never confront. Niceness doesn't just affect how you treat others. It slowly reshapes how others treat you. When you never push back, people stop checking in. When you never say no, people stop asking respectfully. When you always adapt, people stop adapting to you. Not because they're cruel, but because behavior teaches people what's acceptable. Over time, your silence becomes permission. And something subtle happens. People start taking you for granted. They assume you'll understand. They assume you'll be flexible. They assume you'll absorb the discomfort. And every time you do, the imbalance deepens. This is why many nice people feel invisible in relationships. Not unseen, unconsidered. Because consideration is often reserved for those who have limits. Psychology shows that boundaries are not walls. They're signals. They tell people where respect begins. Without them, niceness turns into self-abandonment. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Some people rely on your niceness, not because they value you, but because it benefits them. They're calm because you're carrying the tension. They're comfortable because you're swallowing the cost. That doesn't make you kind. It makes you convenient. Real kindness is balanced. It can say yes and mean it. It can say no and survive the discomfort. Because honesty creates short-term tension, but long-term trust. Niceness avoids tension now and pays for it later with resentment, burnout, and distance. If you've spent your life being the good one, the easy one, the understanding one, this isn't an attack on you. It's an explanation. You didn't become nice because you wanted approval. You became nice because it once kept you safe. But what protected you then may be limiting you now. And the moment you allow yourself to be honest, even when your voice shakes, even when someone disapproves, you don't become harsh. You become real. And real people don't need control. They have boundaries. And that's where genuine connection finally begins.